Okay, wrapping up back test session quickly on GER40. So currently, what I had looked at is, these areas here. So these blue lines here just represent the weekly support and resistance, right? And then the red ones will get into it. But yeah, the blue showing us here like a bullish gap. You can see we had another bullish gap here that wasn't tested, and we can see that we have another one right over here. The reason why we say it's not tested is because we haven't had price basically um, come in and like test it, jump up, test, jump up, test, and etc. etc. So yeah, not in all the areas, but yeah, you'll see just as I move on. And then I go down, I skip the daily for now because I feel like if you have got like a weekly resistance and a 4 hourly resistance, you're still quite good. So on the 4 hour, we can see I'm not gonna go too far back. I mean, we've got a lot of fresh areas here, but I'm just gonna focus on where price is. Okay, looking at where price is, we are then going to see, okay, where in the leg that we're in now, which areas has price are not used, where we're seeing like a break to show us that price is moving up. So we had already seen on the weekly that we sort of like have a bullish bias because you can see price is trying to target something. But at this particular point, this is back in 2025 March, a German 40 was at all-time highs, and during this time I was trading German 40 and it was at all-time highs. um Nothing to the left there. So yeah, now that I'm testing CRT, yeah, we have nothing to sort of like have a look at here. We can see like the last high we had was, we had price now breakthrough here, so showing us that it's completely bullish. But what tends to happen when price is at all-time highs is that it'll like look for some sort of a correction, maybe come to this weekly area here. Sorry. So yeah, maybe we'll see price falling, coming to test the 4 hour and going up, or maybe coming as low to test the weekly and then continue higher, to find all the liquidity. But that's something we'll see. So this trade here for me is sort of like, it's not a gamble trade, but it's a trade that, you just go back to using CRT basics. So before I continue to the 5, I just want to mark out this candle using a fib. Um, and this is where like I would draw out my uh, target. Um, so I would use this as like my, what's happening now? Use this as my TP1 to show like 50%. That would now be my TP1. Okay, that's that long, but yeah, here's my TP1 over here. Okay, so that when I go down to the 5 minutes, I at least can say that, okay, cool, I've now found, why is it like this? It doesn't have to be like this. Okay, let's just make this shorter. Laka, then, okay, so now I'm just going to be looking for my old entries without the key level here at the top. Would be, break above, body, break below, lows that create the high, a fair value gap, entry, and then try trade to the downside. So I'd be looking for something like that. So let us see what price has for us here. Okay, so we can see strong push to the upside. Okay, and then okay, nothing yet. So okay, so now that I've got this here, right, I've obviously got now a fair value gap. It's a 5 minute fair value gap. Some people do not like using the 5 minute fair value gaps, but I've seen them work here and there. Um, and then you're gonna take a short, maybe from here. Let's make it like a, yeah, let's just go on this to 1.5, nothing to lose. Let's see. You're risking, okay, no, yeah, the risk, just keep it safe. I'll do 90 pips for 165 cents, 466 sounds a bit fair. TP1 over there, and then TP2. So let's just say sell here, TP1 over here, stop loss right above here. Okay, stop loss, let's see, it's 254. Let's make it a one is two straight. Okay, okay, that's fine. And then we can enter maybe like another one here, TP here, and it's somewhere right above there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go. Highball. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it as that. I don't know why. Okay, I don't think I correctly placed my stop loss above there, but anyway. Um, Still in the trade according to this back test that I'm doing. Let's see if it hits. Actually, let me just run it back because I just want to correctly do this one. Uh, so SL above here, right? TP1 here. Okay, fine. Um, what is going on? Like, okay. Okay, it's still rolling. It's still rolling. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah. Okay. That was just a notification to say that it's tapping me into my trade. That's it. Okay. 5 minute fair value gap. Can have a look here. And this is not where my CRT low is, by the way. That's just where my TP1 is. CRT low would be somewhere over here, but I'm just looking at, obviously you don't want to hold trades into the next day. Ideally would like to close it, so let's just see how it plays out uh, until like 12. Let's see. Okay, so 12 into the new day. That looks about TP1. That was about 160 pips as you saw, but ended up going all the way to 220 pips, which is not too shabby. So yeah.